Again, now this is the second time I'm recording this video, so if I miss anything, it's probably because it's the second recording. Now, I didn't really want to make this video, but I did want to get it off my chest because it was an issue that I've had. And I do also want to preface, this is ever so slightly scripted. I got some several stuff on my phone just because I've been busy over the several months and I'm not doing any shooting. But I will throw some videos up when needed of me shooting for representation of what it looks like. You've probably guessed by the title of the video, this is to do with my Mariner full carbon core Ming 6. So it's extremely bendy. So when I got it several months ago, I didn't really think about it too much. The first week I had it, I left it strung. I didn't actually get time to use it. Now the following 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I brought it out to the club for the first time. It unstrung itself on me when I was giving it a pull, and I got really confused. I had my friends with me and stuff. They also got confused because they knew it was a new bow, so I gave it a check, make sure it's all okay. Gave it a restrung, gave it another pull, it unstrung again. I was like, okay, what's going on here? So I double checked it, gave it a string, and basically told one of my friends if they could just give it a slight pull just to see what's happening. Now they did give it a slight pull. I think I might have some photos and possibly a video of it. This is, mind you, when I haven't done anything to the bow. I was just straight out the package. It was twisting. It was basically what the bow was doing. I think the top limb, off of memory, was like going to the right, and the bottom limb was going to the left. Now, quite a lot, quite aggressive. Within 10 to 15 inches, it was unstringing itself. Now, they did draw it, and then they tried to let down, but it was unstringing itself so aggressive, it just unstrung itself anyway, so there was no coming back from that one. The situation's it's being dealt with because I got it through a reseller anyway. So, Ronald from bendy Archery, super helpful, thank God, because obviously I don't think I could order straight through Mariner anyway, but if I did, I think I would have had even more issues. But currently I'm sitting on this bow, and it can be shot now. I have moved the sears more into alignment. Now, the alignment's basically a recorrection, so I've corrected it to, where is it? So it's corrected to the right side, and I'm basically moving my hand a little bit to make it so it doesn't unstring itself. Now, look, it can be shot for target, field, whatever, but like I'm not shooting this in anywhere, or maybe not even field. I wouldn't take this anywhere where I'm moving, or I'm definitely not shooting this off of horse, just in case it did unstring itself, God forbid. And I can tell you also, because of the recent medieval fair, I put this in my holster and it unstrung itself, so that was fun as well. I know there's no way it can be used for what I want it to. You have to be really TLC with this bow. It is a full carbon core one, mind you. I've been told, because all the other ones seem stiff from videos and stuff that I've heard about the bows. It's just the full carbon core, and mine's a Ming 6, so it might be specifically the model as well. But Ronald from bendy Archery was telling me it's the way Mariner used the carbon. It was a different type of carbon he used in the bow. Now, I believe in whatever, but like I don't want this bow, like I don't need this because that's not the purpose of the bow. Just to give you a reference to how bendy it is. Now, I'm not gonna let it unstring itself on me, but it might. But I'll try not to, obviously. I'm pretty experienced with this now. In fact, I can also shoot it. So if I simply move the string out of the way a little bit, you can see, look at that. I mean, look at that. Like, you tell me, like, that's okay. Now, when you're drawing the bow back, because of the way I've reset the string, it goes back nice and smoothly. only on the right side. If I was to shoot this left-sided, there is no way in hell that it will stay strong. There is simply no way. Right-handed is just fine, and mind you, I have to keep my hand a lot more centered and no torquing or movement of the bow much at all. I've given it a little bit of offset for a little bit of handle torque, or placing the hand a little bit further to the left on the grip, but that's about it. I'll show you also with the bottom section. Bottom section's exactly the same. So I just moved it over a little bit. You can see that. Now it's already corrected the bow somewhat. I've spent 2 to 3 weeks heat treating the bow to fix it, to get it straight. Now, whenever I got it straight, it never stayed straight. There was always a little bit deviation to the right or left. So it's whatever carbon he's using, it's not working because it's the most wobbliest thing ever. And I'll give you a reference as to an alley bow here. Now, a completely different story because this is the pure fiberglass in it. So this is going to be the stiffest bow you could possibly find anyway. Mind you, this is 30 pounds, this one's 33 pounds. So if you're thinking it's poundage issue, it's probably also is in addition a poundage issue, but I don't think it should be doing that. So this thing, there's no, I mean, it's already on a string bridge. So, I mean, but if I'm to try and bend, the sears, look, when I bend it, it just goes back into place anyway. So I mean, it's probably not the greatest example of me getting out this bow, but it just shows you what a stiff bow looks like in comparison, because this thing is the complete opposite. I think, yeah, like I said, if I just ordered directly through Mariner or something, I don't think I even could anyway, because of language barriers and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think I would be able to get a new bow, because at the moment, he's sorting out to see if Mariner could replace this bow with a new one, because I did spend, I think it was 700 or 800, it was quite a lot of money in AUD on just the bow alone, because it's a full carbon core. That's an extra couple, 100 and a bit, or a couple hundred, because it's in USD. It's quite expensive AUD. So I really, look, I've had issues in the past, so I just kind of gave up as soon as this happened, and I was just like, this is just going to be maybe a target shooting bow I may use, every now and again, because it's a good shooting bow, but it's not like I can't use my old form with it. I'm probably not going to take this in any competition. It's just here. It's just a bow that's here, and only I can use it. If I'm not going to let anyone else use this bow, because if they don't know what it's like. It took me weeks to get used to how the bow moves, and after warping the sears in a different direction, it took weeks to get used to how that affects my handle position and how I can make sure the bow doesn't unstrung when I shoot, because that's the last thing I wanted with this, because I spent so much money. I didn't want this to break, and it sucks spending so much money on having something that I can barely even use anyway. It's not a guarantee anyway, so if I don't get a replacement, I mean, it's kind of shitty anyway. I'm just been put off buying Mariner bows. I really want one because of the handle as well. Look, it's just really sucky. It's like, why? This isn't my only ever issue with another Boya, but it's one of the bigger ones, because it's just, I can't even shoot this. Like, there's a bigger issue with someone else, but this is probably the second biggest issue, is spending so much money and not being able to even shoot the bow. Barely even be able to shoot the bow. And spending weeks just trying to fix the bow itself. It's like he didn't even test it, to be fair, because how could have he tested it? There's no way he could have shot it. I couldn't shoot it. No, there's no one else could shoot it. See, I got a bow coming from Lushnawani, a replacement bow for a bow that broke anyway, because he was changing the draw length on the bow. So this is 32 inches, and that's fine for me. The Lucas bow was like 30, but he was listed at 31 or something. So he changed the draw length, and it did break up. I think I got a picture of that one actually. That one was interesting because I think that just thing popped while it was just sitting down or something. There's multiple factors as to why it actually popped, but yeah, it's good to know that he does warranty on a bow like that. And I think if he had a bow that was super twisted, he would probably replace it anyway. So I've had no issues. And the fact that he gives a warranty card as well, it's really good. Anyway, boya issues right now, not too fun. I'll see you guys in another video, maybe.